Welcome to Slacking on Your Martial Arts, Part 7. Because I don't care what you know or think you know, we're all slackers here. Now, this one I want to talk about diet, because diet is more important than all that physical stuff. And you want to live a long, happy life, right? Well, let me tell you what that takes in my eyes. I don't think anybody else has a clue. Living a life of celibacy in some temple somewhere as a monk, that's not the path to longevity. Take a look at Ripley's Believe It or Not. There's this couple who lived to be like 175 years old. Now, why do you think that is? I think it's for a reason. Because they lived for each other every day. Now, I believe in massage, in healing. I believe in being in good grace with your partner. And I know if you have intercourse, you're going to be able to live a little bit longer because you exchange some natural hormones that allow that for that to happen. And if you're like me, you're frustrated with females because they're so egotistical that you can't get in the front door. So, you know, I get to make love like maybe a couple times a year because of that. But I want to live a long life, you know, and that has to do with your diet. What kind of water are you drinking? Now, mountain spring water, of course we all want that, but we're stuck with the tap. So you filter out the fluoride and the chlorine and the particulates, and then you run it through a water ionizer so you can break down those water molecules smaller so that your body may absorb that. And you want to correct your pH so it's not so acidic. If you have an acidic body, you're going to be more susceptible to things like cancer triggers. So you want to push all that over to the alkaline side with water ionizer and get that 9.5 pH water. Now, when it comes to your protein, what kind of protein are you eating? Are you eating meat still? Because I used to do that. I used to eat the turkey for the tryptophan, and I've turned a new leaf because I know that if you eat things that like mammals and whatnot, like you eat pork, that's going to lower your vibrations. If you eat that red meat, you're going to end up getting cardiovascular disease, and that's not going to help you live longer, okay? So I'm going nuts. I'm going Brazil nuts for memory. I'm going almonds, and that will help you fight cancer. Walnuts for omega-3s. My grandma had a walnut tree. A grain of rice. In a grain of rice, the DNA is vastly more complex than the human body. Imagine that. Grapes are much the same way. What kind of rice are you eating? Are you eating that white rice, that minute rice? If you go to a restaurant, that's what they're going to serve you. Are you going to eat that if they serve it to you? You should say no. And you should tell them, I'm not going to eat white rice anymore. I want wild rice, or I want some brown rice. If you go out there, I'm not gonna eat a cheeseburger that has ingredients a mile long and names that are unpronounceable. I want to go eat some Mexican food that's authentic, some good wholesome food, you know, with a little bit of that cilantro. I mean, you might not all like that, but I sure do. Protein. Go and get yourself some hemp seeds. These are great nutritious protein. And if you have cancer, you want to get legal and you want to start taking that marijuana extract. Now for digestion, you want to have peppers in your diet. This will help that out, and I choose the Anaheim pepper because it's right in the middle. It's not too mild, and it's not as hot as a jalapeno. And I mean, I used to eat habaneros just for kicks, but that's ridiculous, you know. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You've heard that before. Eat the whole core and the apple seeds. That's what these codling moths are going after. And that'll help you with cancer. Carrots. They used to give carrots to machine gunners in World War II. Get a bunch of carrots. Juice your carrots. If you want to unlock that beta carotene, you boil it with your rice. An avocado, it's an avocado, an avocado. This is a natural fat that will help you burn fat. And much like that, we have cayenne pepper. And what you want to do is you make a super spice. You go into your kitchen cabinet and put all those spices into one. Turmeric is important to me. Cinnamon is great for diabetes. It will regulate your blood sugar. Tomatoes. This is a topsy-turvy topic in the nightshade family. If you go to the Hoxie Clinic in Mexico, where they treat cancer at 80%, they take salt and tomatoes out of your diet. We shouldn't have sugar in our diet. We go for honey. Honey is gold. And if you listen to Albert Einstein, he said, if the honeybee goes, our entire ecosystem will within a couple years. If you listen to that guy, they're dying because of the pesticides, and the EPA isn't doing a thing about it. So you want to have all these things in your diet. You want to have antioxidants from the purple foods like red cabbage and beets and chocolate, but you want to go for the cacao nibs because they process all those chocolate bars, and the high percentage is okay, but you want to get that raw food. Bananas high in potassium, not too high. Marilyn Monroe, who was overdosed by potassium for almost going to the public about disclosure, you know. Think about all this stuff. What kind of oil do you use? You want to use peanut oil, I say. I think canola is garbage. If you boil olive oil, it becomes toxic, according to my ex-wife. When it comes to drinking beer, you know, everybody loves beer. I used to have a couple beers with my bandmates. It's all right. Just don't be drinking excessive beer. All you guys are drinking excessive amounts of beer. You know, just keep it down, keep it good, and you want to be good. You know, you want to be healthy, and that's going the other way. So just keep that in mind. There's superfoods at the grocery store, like blueberries. You know, you don't have to get goji berries. You can just go get some blueberries. That's cool. All right? And when it comes to dairy, yogurt, it's cool, but you want to stay away from all that pasteurized stuff at the grocery store. You have to get your own cow because they're cracking down when it comes to that. And with cows, it's much like with the Kangen water. It will help break down the acid in your body. So it's all food for thought. This is Master Brisbane. I'm out.